Keep your emotions as controlled as you thought you would today?
You know what everybody asks me about? Has it hit you yet? Has it hit you yet? It hit me today. I mean, look at this place. 12 years ago, West Virginia was thinking about dropping the baseball program. And look what it's turned into. Just, there's no way to thank everybody who's been involved in this. It's just, I'm so proud to represent this university, this community, this state. It's just been an absolute honor to be a part of this. I don't feel responsible in any way, shape, or form for the success. I was just a part of it. There's so many people that need to be thanked, and I've invited them all down to the field, so I'm getting ready to thank about 3,000 of them, I think, personally. But the feeling of pride is just overwhelming.
Coach, was there a point over your run where you felt like this program had become a living, breathing thing that you would become a part of?
You know, when we hosted the regional in 2017, that's the start. But you don't want to be a one-year flash in the pan kind of program. You had to build on that momentum, and we did that by hosting the regional in 2019. Yeah. And since that time, I think we've achieved a level of sustainability here for the future. And the good news is the level of sustainability that we've achieved is really only halfway up the ladder. You know, there's still a lot of room to go above us. And winning regionals and playing in super regionals and College World Series. And I have every belief, 100% confidence in the fact that West Virginia baseball will play in the College World Series one day. It'd be cool if it was this year.
Yeah, sure.
But that's going to happen. And when that day comes, I'll continue to take pride in the fact that I had just a little part of it.
Cold beer that day?
Cold beer.
Several years ago, you said one of the biggest motivators for you as a coach was getting the most out of your players because you didn't feel you had maximized your own potential as a player. Is that kind of what goes into this, and not only developing players, but developing this program?
Yeah, there's no doubt. You want every player that's under you to live up to their ability and always exceed expectations. And I've always tried to coach that way, to let not guys make the mistakes I feel like I made as a player and try and get the absolute most out of them. I mean, I can't thank them enough for what they've done. This is the team that I wanted to retire with. This is an unbelievable team, unbelievable kids. For them to go out and play the way they did today, knowing that this was my last game on this field, I just can't thank them enough. They played a great game, and I never asked them one time to do it for me. I never wanted this day to be about me, but they showed up to play. I think they know that I really wanted to sing Country Roads in my last home game ever on this field, and that was a gift from them that I'll never forget.
Is it a little bit strange today because obviously it's the final home game, but there's still so much baseball left for this group to play?
Yeah, this day will pass, and we'll forget about it. I told them when this day's over and they take their jersey off, it's time to start getting ready to play TCU next weekend, because we still have a ton to play for. You know, season's not over by any stretch of the imagination, but we knew this day was coming, that it was going to be my last home game, and it's good to get a win. And when we wake up tomorrow, this will all be behind us and time to get to work.
Did you have any idea that your son was going to play the national anthem? Had you heard him practice? Or?
Yeah, he brought one home about, 6 months ago, and when you first heard him play, I just made a comment in passing how cool it would be for him to learn the national anthem and play at my last home game.
Yeah.
But since that time, I hadn't heard him play. He did that on his own and with Mama's help and in secret. And I thought he killed it.
Yeah.
I thought he killed it for just learning how to play, and that was that was a special moment for me to have him and Sierra and my whole family out there throwing out first pitches and singing Country Roads with me, because that's why I'm doing what I'm doing, is for them.
Mama threw a good slider, right?
Sierra threw the closest thing to a strike, but yeah, it was great to have my mom here and my whole family here. I couldn't have scripted this better.
What was it to get Tyler into the sixth and get a little more length out of him today?
It was good. I mean, he pitched great, and we're going to need him to do that again. It would have been nice for it to stay 9-1, but you know, Carson came in and pitched great. That's just oh, by the way, that's a huge series win for us, you know, to keep us in the hunt for the postseason. So after all the show tunes and all the dog and pony show, it was a really good win for us this season. So, and thanks to Kansas State's players and Pete Hughes presenting me with a autographed Penguins jersey, you know, from Coach Sullivan. It's just one thing I take a lot of pride in my career is that I've made a lot of lasting friendships, which isn't easy to do in this profession because you're always competing against each other. But when I've coached my last game, I still have a lot of friends that I've coached against, and that'll mean a lot to me moving forward.
Coach, it's likely maybe that this will also JJ's last home game. What is he, you know, it seems like yesterday he was just a freshman. I don't know if it feels that way to you, but I mean, watching him grow these last 3 years, and obviously he's gone through a lot this year. I mean,
he has. It's been not just these last 3 years, but from the time we recruited him and committed him. Just a little kid from Pittsburgh that had some ability to see what he's developed and turned into. He's a once-in-a-lifetime kind of player, and it was just an honor to say that he and I shared our last year together.
With Skyler's home run, that's now 8 players on this year's roster with 5 or more home runs. That power element, is that kind of what you've been searching for ever since you came here? And did you know that you had that capability with this team?
I think we knew that. We knew this wasn't going to be what you guys deemed Mazey ball kind of team. We don't run like we have in the past, but since we don't, we just now we can hit homers, it looks like. And you know, a really good pitcher can keep you from doing that, but if a guy makes a mistake, there's a chance anybody in the lineup can do that, and that's looks like that's how we're going to have to win a lot of games. Thank you guys.